Peter and welcome to our channel. Today we're making a little review or video tutorial about my homemade portable Nintendo 64. Well, like you know, Nintendo did release its 5th generation of a console back in 1996, and the system was in production until 2003. On all that time, it was being sold almost 33 million units, and it's kind of a lot in my taste. And believe me, there was so many good games for Nintendo 64. I mean, there actually is a lot of bad games also, but back then I was really enjoying. I really love that system. Some are good games I got here, like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Night Creature is pretty good. Star Wars I have bought them. And one of my favorite, it's a Rayman 2 Great Escape. Also, my favorite one is Mario 64. It's too bad I don't have right now with me. Yeah, like I said, Star Fox right here is running. It's pretty good. And like I said, I mean, the system all around was pretty good. That's a standard controller, the one it comes with. Well, it's supposed to be gray color, with the same color as the system. Mine's kind of a different one, but it works nice. System has expansion slot for memory card, and back then they also make rumble packs for that controller. Some people is gonna say something about like weird controller. To be honest, it does look kind of weird a little bit, but trust me, it's so comfortable. Back then, even right now, I still do enjoy it. And because, like I said, I really like that system back then, and I still have a good memory playing with N64. 3 years later, I mean 3 years ago, I'm sorry I said later, 3 years ago, I decided to make my own portable N64. I saw a lot of people do N64s, and they're kind of bulky, square, boxy style. I decided, well, let me take to another level and make more kind of more beautiful design, better, more comfortable to hold it in hands. And it took me, I believe, it did take me like 6 months to build it or so. But in the end, it turns pretty good actually. Let me power it off. The cartridge sits vertically. It has original cartridge slot. And when I was before I started building, I set some goals for myself to try to reach it. And I said, well, first thing I'd like to make system on a professional level style, to make sure I will have original cartridge slot, not just cut it a rectangle shape hole and make fit your cartridge. Because it doesn't look right. All door dust will get in. With original cartridge slot, it looked like a real deal. It looked like a factory made. And to be honest, back in 97 or 98 or even, well, 2003 is kind of already late to come out with some design like that. But mid-90s, when Nintendo 64 was being released, if Nintendo make something like that, a portable, and believe me, if I did that by my hands, I mean, handmade right now, well, 3 years ago, back in 97, 98, 99, Nintendo was most likely capable to do handheld. It will be, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of customers will buy it. It actually turns pretty good. I mean, in my hands, and I got big hands actually, it feels really comfortable. For some guys, probably smaller hands, it will not feel as comfortable as I feel. It has analog D-pad. The layout and the whole button is same functional as the original joystick. The thing is, when I was started building my handheld, I recognized that the original analog from Nintendo 64 is kind of big and bulky. Plus, I mean, the controller itself, it doesn't last long. That analog, the plastic internal parts, wear out usually pretty quick, and then it's come too sloppy. It's not accurate. Well, I did some modification on that department, and pretty much in my system, analog and D-pad is from original Nintendo Wii Pro controller. All other buttons it's original Nintendo 64. I mean C control buttons, A and B and start. Also 3 buttons for controlling display, speakers grid. On this side it has a ventilation holes. It's a fan system. It has a fan inside for cooling. Shoulder buttons. It's from GameCube and original Z button. Now we're gonna do some little rearrangement, and I'm gonna show you how the system looks inside and pretty much how I built it. Well, let's do it. Okay guys, well, let me show you the system a little bit closer. It's running StarFax 64 and it actually runs pretty good. Everything works the way it's supposed to be. And actually I kinda like it, that game. The volume actually is pretty good.
The evil Andros turned this once thriving system.
I hope the camera can pick it up very well. It has a two speakers grid in the front.
Was successful in exiling this maniacal.
Let's see. Let me power it off. I'm gonna show you this, how it looks system around. Like I said, I mean it's pretty comfortable. In my big hands, it feels really nice and comfortable. For someone with small hands, maybe it will not feel as comfortable as I feel. On the bottom side panel, I should call, a headphone jack, power connector to charge it and or run it, ventilation hoses because it has a fan inside. Also it has a couple screws. Well, the screws I already removed. On top it has, well, in the front, actually it's top. It has 2 shoulders. It looks like 2 LEDs, and actually it's only 1 LED. Here's another one. It's a power button. When you push it on, that second LED it turns red. Also 2 screws was here, and the volume control. On the back side, well, on the back side also you can call it 2 shoulders and a Z button. It's original Z button from N64 original controller. Like I said, in this system when I was building, I tried to use it as more as possible Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube parts, anything what I can find that related to Nintendo, to just bring it that spiritual feeling to the system itself. And it feels like it's a real deal prototype from Nintendo. Anyway, also when I'm building any of my handhelds, of course the main goal I try to achieve it to make it smaller than original and lighter than original. Let's see how light it is. Without game, original console, no power brick, nothing, just console itself. It's 2 pounds, 2.3 ounces. Let's put it in my handheld, also with no game cartridge. It's 1 pound, 9.6 ounces. Basically it's 7 or 8 ounces lighter. Plus you have to consider this system has battery, screen, controller, everything built in. It's a true portable, no wire attachment. You can play for a couple hours or so on an internal battery. It's too bad back in 90s Nintendo didn't release it something like that as a handheld N64. It will be big hit, believe me. Well, let me open it right now and you guys will see how I did create it inside everything, how I trim it motherboard. Let's see. Let me disconnect it first screen because the screen wire it's kind of short a little bit. And then let me grab it like that, and I will explain you step by step what you guys see. Well, first you see the 5-inch panel. It's a screen itself on the back side. Then you see LCD controller. Also you see remote controller board itself. I trim it. I didn't trim it for really small, but that size is kind of acceptable for my application. Also you see two speakers, little control board for LCD menu. Then well, here's the two sides. That's a start button little controller, and that's for C buttons controller and AB. That's a board. Also on this side you will see analog from, like I mentioned already, it's from Nintendo Wii Pro controller, and a board for D-pad. Original cartridge slot. Like you guys can see, it's original cartridge slot, plus the back plate is also original. All wires, it's nice and organized. I kinda like it. Let me turn around, and I'm gonna show you what it has on the back side. On the back side, pretty much everything, like I said, try to keep it simple, but the more convenient it can be possible. Let's see, the main board itself. And if you saw original one, you know it's kinda big. Well, it's not super big, but it's kinda big. It will not fit, without trimming, will not fit in my system. I trim it a little bit here, probably 1/4 inch or so. I trim it also on the sides, maybe another 1/4 inch from both sides, from each side, and on the bottom. Let me grab it more comfortable. Here you see a board, sound amplifier. I even trim it a little bit, the main connector for the game itself, for the cartridge itself. Original style cooling fan, cooling sink, PS2 cooling fan. The expansion slot. The thing is, when you build in a system, there's a few things will detect how big it will be, and one of them is expansion slot, because in the original system it sits vertically and it's kind of big and bulky. What I did, I unsoldered the frame support, I bent it probably like 45-degree angle, and then resoldered connectors back. Pretty much now I did lower it because of bending on a 45 angle. Pretty much I'm lowering a little bit, because otherwise it will not fit. It's touching a main screen, and system have to be bigger. Because I bend it lower, bend it forward, system become a little bit slimmer. Also two batteries, it's a lithium ions 18650s, I believe. Let's see if I can see a marking how much, what's amperage is. No, I don't remember, I don't see it. It's probably close to 3 amp or so. Here's a little voltage regulator board, because it's using a couple voltages, and you have to make your own voltage regulator circuitry to run in both from same point 7.2 volts. Pretty much it's, like I said, builds pretty good. Works the way it should be. I built that system 3 years ago and still running even right now. That's a power switch, like I mentioned before, volume control, and power LED. Well, like I said, right now when I open it and explain to you guys everything, it maybe sounds like it's easy to make it. It's not that easy, kinda, but it's a fun. And if you guys decided to try it, build it similar to what I did, go for. If you have any questions, concerns, leave it comments. We will always appreciate that. And if you do like our video, thumbs up, subscribe to make sure you're not gonna miss any future video. We will really appreciate it. Thank you, and bye bye.